saying? Whew. Alhamdulillah. Never mind. Right. Let's have a look. Get rid of this shit. What's going on, champs? Hope you guys doing well. Good morning. Happy Wednesday today, actually. Apologies for actually being a bit late on the stream today. My mum decided to just come over just before I actually start streaming and whatnot, as mums would always do. And she did a bit of shopping and decided to actually give me some Coke. Apparently, she's like, I know you really like Coke Cherry, so I'll get you some Coke Cherry. I'm like, thank you so much for that, Ma. I really love that. You know, it's really sweet of her as well. I was like, and then I'm like, all right, then I'm gonna stream in it. Blah blah. Do you want a cup of tea? This and that. X, Y, and Z. The house is yours. Help yourself. You know, do whatever you want to do in it. And she's just sitting down and just chilling with me. She's literally sitting over here on the beanbag, right, and just chatting to me. And I'm like, Ma, do you like I'm gonna go on stream in it. So you can sit there. It's all blessed, but I'm gonna go on stream. And she's like, oh, you're gonna work now? I'm like, I do this every single day, Ma. It's every single day. So bless her little soul as well. I love her to bits as well. She's a pain in my ass though, don't get me wrong. Like, sometimes like she's just like, I don't know, like, you know how mums are? Like, they just nag the crap out of you. That's my mum for you. That's like, I think that's like every mum. Everyone's going through the same thing, innit? But I love her to bits as well. I wouldn't be here without her. Which is true, physically, literally. If it wasn't for a woman like my mum, I wouldn't be here today. And so yeah, so shout out to my mum, big love to her as well, and shout out to all the mums out there as well. I know like sometimes we have like issues with our parents and whatnot, and if you do, you know, please do actually reach out to them and say sorry to them, whether you're at fault or they're at fault. It doesn't really matter. They're your parents, in it. Parents would always be parents, in it. So bring mum online. I did offer her. I was like, Mum, do you want to sit down with me and just like we can just chat, and then like they can ask you anything like how, and then you can take over and whatnot. And she's like, no. Like, she's like, I'm not gonna do it. And I'm like, just sit down and be quiet. And then just like, don't talk to your sisters, isn't it? Because she has this thing, right? But she goes on WhatsApp and spends like the morning on WhatsApp just talking to her sisters, and Mauritius, and like it's fine. It doesn't bother me, but like, don't be talking when I'm working here, innit? So that's it. So apologies for actually being starting off late, but we are gonna get cracking. And because of the delays and whatnot, I'm gonna do a little special. So everyone's talking about Aptos. Aptos is an alt. Everyone's been talking about. It's all over Twitter, all over YouTube, it's all over the place, innit? In terms of, you know, everyone's. Let me open the window. Shit. Let me open the window. 1 second there. Yeah, so so Aptos is one that's actually been talked about. Guys, in the DCC, I am long on Ethereum. We talked about that just briefly before the stream as well, before Mum came over. There was a plan there, but we're going to talk about this in a moment. There's a bullish market structure going on. The reasoning behind it, the guys in the DCC understands why I'm in a long. There was a specific block that was holding in place, and it's actually working out there. So it's I'm just looking at it right now. Lower time frame, it's quite good. We'll talk about that in just a moment, but talk about Aptos as well. So Aptos, everyone talked about Aptos in terms of like, let's have a look at Aptos, APT. I mean, it was all over the freaking Twitter, and not okay. Is it APT? What was the coin again? Literally, 1 second. Give me a second, guys. Discord. It was. Oops. Let me just over here. Shit. Let's have a look. Where is it? Does everyone know what was the coin called? It was APT. Okay, 1 second. It was APT. Can I not find it on TradingView? I'm on the Binance version. You know what I'm saying? Because the Binance chart looked fucking mad. I'm not gonna log into Binance right now. Fuck that. 1 second. How come I can't fucking find it on there? Plus USDT. No. You can have the short. Okay. Okay. We use a Google one. And look at this. Fucking look at that. Obviously, everyone would have, these when the an alpha that I'm gonna give out to you guys. When you get a coin that's launched, don't fucking buy in. Don't buy on launch. Don't be one of those guys who actually buys on launch and then you bought at $24, right, or $22 or $20 around here, and you're waiting for price to come back up. Don't do that. Don't do that. Look, the biggest alpha I can give it to you guys, right, is literally this. Just be patient. Just be patient. There's no need to actually rush on anything. Just slow down, because I'm telling you one thing, right? There's yeah. There's no. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at something. Yeah, so there's no need to actually just jump into anything as well. Let it establish its base. Look, we're finally starting to establish some sort of base there. We can see a range band environment. I haven't narrowed it down properly, but you can see like this is a deviation, and that's the high that's causing the problem there. Well, from this low over there. We'll talk about that towards the end of the stream, but we're going to talk about Dixie, the usual stuff. ES, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and it's mad. It's mad. I don't know if you guys just saw it yesterday. Before we even go on, let's do some shout-outs. We'll do some shout first, and then we'll get on the stream as well. So we got Rob Skinner. Fucking hell, I'm gonna fucking cough and I fucking smoke there. Sorry about that. We got Rob Skinner in the house. We got Guna. We got Cryptique. Morning to you. Morning Star. We got Strokes. We got Luke Leocas. Paleolis. Am I saying it right, brother? I hope I am. Justin's in the house. We got Ralph Nightmare. Fucking that Nightmare, bro. Like, I know he's a nightmare in terms of crypto, but let's slow down a little bit, innit? We got Turdy in the house. We got Archie in the house as well. Happy first monthly anniversary. Oh yes, Archie. Thank you so much for that. That reminds me. It is 1 month actually. It has been 1 month. Damn, has it been a month already in this DC in the Daink Country Club? Dude, I ain't gonna lie to you. That brings me to the next thing. I want to say thank you to everyone who's joined the DCC, who showed me love, who showed me support. It's been really, really. I'm grateful for every single one of you guys as well. Generally, hand on heart, I'm generally really grateful for it. Yeah, man. Shout out to I want to give a quick shout out from from the DCC. We got Morning Star from top of my head. John Kaboosh. We got who else we got? We got Ed in the house as well. We had Pirate as well. Ed and Pirate has been a massive, monumental help for me as well. We got David in the house. Cruz was in the house as well. There's so many names that's in there as well. Each and one of you guys. I'm gonna send you a message in the group as well to say thank you so much for that as well. Because honestly, it's you guys who makes me who I am today. It's not me, right? Just because I can trade doesn't mean shit. It's you guys. You guys are the one that I'm really grateful for, and I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Same on Twitter, same on YouTube as well. We hit over 2,000 followers. I have broken over 48,000 on Twitter. The number's gonna keep growing. I'm not fucking stopping. I'm not gonna stop. For me, YouTube 100k. That's what I want minimum. Twitter 100k. Well, 100k will come over very easily now that I'm at 48,000. And the country club, I just want to keep growing itself, and make it as a not just a platform for you, because my selling point on this, right, on the country club, is that I'm trying to help you guys to understand how to trade. I don't really care about other groups, how they do it, but for me, it's like, look, if I can teach you how to trade, the testimonials all there on the website anyway, but that's the key. I want to teach you how to trade so you can do this, because today I'm here, tomorrow I'm not going to be here, and if I'm not here tomorrow, where are you going to get these kind of alphas? I don't see much alpha happening on online. There are people out there, but there's a small number. So, one second. The problem with roll-ups. There's a small number that actually, teaches you exactly what you're looking for, teaches you these things, and that's what I want to do. I want to give it to you guys as well, because you guys can change your life as well. It's not just for me, but shout out to all of you guys, man. We got Cryptique in the house, we got Turdy in the house, we got Ning in the house as well. How you doing? We got Yardi here, Final Country Club, John Caboose, Joe Crate, we got Strugs, Sebastian, we got Gandalf here. We got Jordan's in the house. Well, morning to you guys. Adam Hussein's here. Joe Crate. We got Get That. We got Chelsea. We got freaking Tommaso Muzin. Piotr's in the house. We got who else? Stanley Badass. We got a lot of people here. GP. Bloody hell, man. Stecky. K-Kov. Cryptos. IB Chang. Hung. This is going on forever. We got Pirate here. Morningstar. Martin 74, Half Hustle. What the fuck? I'm grateful for you guys, man. Generally, I'm really grateful for you. How do you join the country club? Well, two ways, okay? Let me just bring up YouTube here. Profile. The link's in the description, right? So if you go onto my Trader Daink profile itself, there's two ways, right? You can go onto the, well, if you can go onto the website traderdaink.com, and that's how you can pay by card if you want to pay by card. All the information is there. Or if you want to pay by crypto, go to the Daink Country Club, Daink C Club. The link's in the description below here as well. The pinned tweet, the second link over here, that's the one that you can pay via crypto as well. So it's entirely up to you guys there, and you get linked to you get access to the whole country club and the whole thing, the homework, the lot, all the streams we've done so far. There's going to be a lot more. We're going to get the ball rolling as well. And also just a quick shout out for yesterday, Karim Benzema, fucking one Ballon d'Or, man. Mashallah, I'm really happy for that guy. Peter's in the house as well from Czech. That's sick, man. That's sick. That's sick. All right, let's get cracking there. So we know. So I mean, look, just it's pushing up. Do I start buying? Nah, not yet. I'm gonna wait for it. We'll come back to it later. Okay. So let's just go straight into Dixie. Yeah, smash the likes as well. I don't really say that much. Smash the likes and hit the subscribe button, man. Show me some support. Some support and love will be greatly appreciated to you from you guys as well. All right then. So let's see what's going on here. Dollar index, right? What has changed? Okay, so let's go on the daily and let's see what the daily is saying and how it's looking like and what we can look at. Okay, so number one, on the daily, what we can see is that, well, this range back here, this is the 26th, was it 26? Yeah, 26th was a Monday. That range is still in place, right? You can see quite clearly we had a range bound environment broken out. We come back, deeper retest, a deeper pull back into the mid range, and we rejected. And the key point that I was talking about yesterday was literally this. Oops, fuck, what happened there? The key point I was talking about was this. This is the low that I was looking for, right? So we had support over here for 2 days in a row. Yes, on the Thursday and the Friday, and then look what happened on the Monday. Smash below it here. Tuesday we retest it. Wednesday looking like another retest. Is it a retest? Was it a deeper pullback? Well, let's just work it out level to level and see what happened, right? Because if dollar's pushing up, what's going to happen to the stock? Stock's going to go down, and then we got crypto's going to follow through as well with stocks going down and dollar pushing up. Funnily enough, right, in the country club, they were asking about, now don't escape, Pirate, I need you here. TCX in the house too as well, appreciate you. Don't leave. I need you here. Pirate is one of my key factors, you know, she's a massive key element to the country club as well, and she's a whale. The way she reads the numbers and stuff like that, like, she's super fucking helpful, 100%. But yeah, so we're talking about this now. So now we're just, it looks like we're above it. Has London made the high? If you know what London's made the high, for those who don't know what I'm talking about, go to the Daink Country Club. The first lesson we talked about that, the highs and lows of the days and stuff like that. Again, it's the same thing. Has London made the high? That's a very key thing we need to worry about. Okay, if London's made the high, then New York is going to make the low, right? That's some alpha there for free, actually. That's all there. So now, I mean, look, what time is it? 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Yeah, 10 o'clock made the high. So let's see what happens there. Now the question is, right, what I want to see now for us to actually be bullish, right, in terms of crypto, and bearish on dollar index, I want to see us get back below this daily level. That daily level, that black line that we highlighted already, I want us to get us back below it, and then pull back down, come into this area of support, and then lose this, and then let's play down to 113 and 100 goes it, and then the next level down below will be 1110.8. That's 25% of the range, of the macro range and the weekly. I mentioned it many times. You guys have seen it, so I'm not going to go through that over again, right? Because we're going to try and squeeze in as much information as we can in a small amount of time, okay? So that's that. Number one. So we've done that. Number two, what happens is, right, if it doesn't break down in the next couple of hours or an hour or two, right, by 12 o'clock, I want to see it come back down, and then we can start shanking it down for 12 o'clock, around that time, 1 o'clock, this New York time. But what happens if it start breaking back? If you start finding some support, no problem. Let it find some support, right? And if it does this bullish price action right there, no problem. Let it come back up into the range low. That's the next key area. Where will it come into? I would see that it will come into this area of consolidation. Can you see that? All this was just an area of consolidation before we start shanking down. And it only makes sense if you were to retest this. As long as it retests this, comes into the range low, breaks down and be bearish. Come back down, blow Blow the back. Fucking hell, that's really rude. Sorry about that. That's just a bit disgusting language from there. I mean, I can say motherfucker, but I can't say blow her back in it. That's messed up. That is. Come on. Yeah, yeah. Pirate is the live signal. She really is the live signal. She's fucking sick. She's mad. Like, you know what's mad about the DCC? When you when you sorry about the blowback there. You know what's mad? Fucking hell. I lost my train of thought there. What was I gonna say? Pirate. Yeah, pirate blow Dixie. Rob, come on, Rob. No, Mom's left. That's why I can say this shit. I'm in tears. Oh fuck. Blow her back. Shit, dude. How the fuck am I gonna say that now? Oh shit. Oh my god. Mohammed, it's all in the information there. Go on the link on the Daink Country Club, right? Look for the Twitter, and the second link is in the beginning of the show. You can rewind it back as well. Let's quickly do it because you know so if you go to this my Twitter page, Daink C Club, the link's in the description below here, and then the pinned tweet, this link over here, the second link, you click onto it and you can see you can pay out by crypto. You can subscribe now and put your email address, select what currency you want to put in, blah blah blah, and fill out the information there. Okay, cool. Let's get cracking. Let's get back into it as well because I don't want to be distracted from this. Right, cool. So we want to blow Dixie's back now, right? Let it do this thing, right? Once it retests this area consolidation, right, and then breaks down, right? Cool. Confirmation is below here, break down, and then we can go down to 111.31, and then we can squeeze into a lower price action. Yeah, a lower price action. I think the next area of reaction I'd see will be actually from here, this area here, which is about around the area of 110.13. You see this area there? This at 110.8. So I can see it's come back down into this area and then do some reaction. See if we can come back to here. Once we lose this low, the next area of reaction will be off this low here. That's the last consolidation. We send the market back up. When we lose this area here and start breaking down, then happy days. Let's go to range low. Range low will be 108.8 ish. Okay, and that'll be really great actually. And then at the same time, we're actually coming back in to this trend line over here, which we've drawn for freaking months in it. You know, like because the trend line pattern that we always see is up, down, up, down, up, down. Now this is the bullish momentum, right? It's bullish momentum, higher highs, higher lows, right? We can agree with that. It's bullish market structure right there. And what happens after the channel? We'd like to see it break down and do something like this and come back down. That's what we like to see. But we will have to work this out level to level, and I think if we do come back down at the very minimum, right? Let's just say, let me draw this out, right? I'm gonna show this out to you guys, right? So this is the channel right here. I'm just gonna copy that right there, and that's the lows, and that's the highs, and I'm just gonna delete everything off, right? And then so I can just talk cleanly without all this mess, right? So you see that the channel that we have here. What we want to see is once we break down, bearish market structure from this area. Then we come back into the base, I'd say at least at the very minimum up here, 105. That's where I would like to see it come into. And then if we can squeeze it in a bit more lower, in a breakdown, because look, this is a support, this is the high, that was a deviation, resistance, we get back up, all this all support, come back to support, and that's it. So ideally, if we start breaking down and lose this price action over here, and do this price action over here, and that will be confirmation, you know right over here will be an area of support. So we're going to see some reaction, but once we lose that low, I don't know if we're going to lose this low, then we can go a lot more lower. We'll work it out level to level, okay? So that's the gist of it, what we're looking for. Could it do this in quarter 4? I don't see why not. If the fourth quarter goes like this, in this type of price action, it goes to around this area, this level. Let me just delete some of this shit here. Right, comes into this level right here, about 105. What that means is that crypto, right, as a general rule, will actually start blowing up. And if that blows up, right, that will make a macro lower high potentially. Or do we break market structure? We don't know. We just don't know. We work this level to level. It's always level to level. Just like the trade I did with Ethereum, which I'll talk about in a moment. It's all level to level. Everyone was bullish. Your boy Daink just showed them shut the fuck up in it. That's all I can say. All right, your boy Daink just told everyone to shut the fuck up. Like, it's level to level. It doesn't change. Don't listen to the Twitter. Like, no matter how big these the accounts are. Remember, there's a lot of donkeys out there. We talked about donkeys. Donkeys are still there. Okay, and I've seen some of these donkeys. Like yesterday, we're talking about oh, it's still a buy this, buy that. I was like, shut the fuck up, man. You know. What was I talking about? What was it? Pirate. You were talking about me. Come on. Oh, yeah, boost my ego. Yeah. Yes, I was saying pirate. I don't know if I said it. Pirate is like we have a mad combination because I'm a technical I'm an artist when it comes to the charts. When it comes to the technical aspect of this, just looking at the charts and looking at these levels. And pirate reads these freaking, I don't know what she was reading, man. She was reading some freaking book. I don't know. Like, I have no idea what she does. I really have no. She sends screenshots, right? And I don't understand what she's sending the screenshots in it. But she explains like, yeah, bids over here, big bids are here, this and that, and she puts her bids like, fuck, I don't know. Like, but put it this way, right? You put me and her together in the same room, right? You got a fucking combination and a half there. You know, like Pirate is a fucking legend, right? For those who are in the group, know who the fuck Pirate is, and you know how sick she is. She is one of the best that I've ever come across. 100%, hands down. Top 3 traders I've come across. Top 3. Yeah, I would say that. Number 1 has to be me. I'm joking, not me. But yeah, she's definitely top 3. You know what, Daink Country Club? She doesn't do anything. She just sends screenshots, innit? That's what she does. She just makes it look so complicated. You're like, yo, like, you have to be a magician to read this stuff. That's what she does, isn't it? She's playing Tetris. Yuri knows she plays Tetris. So that's dollar index. Let's get cracking onto the next one. And we'll talk about ES. ES was a funny one. Now, the guys in the DCC, right, they were talking about, like, dollar index was breaking down yesterday and ES was pushing up, right? And I was short. I don't know anyone on Twitter who actually was shorting it, but I was very short and I was very clear when I entered the short on especially Ethereum. Ethereum, I did post it out there. The moment I entered, literally within like 30 seconds, a minute later, I said, look, I'm in a short, this is my invalidation, blah, blah. We'll talk about the trade in a moment there. But like they were saying to me, right, when Ethereum hit the mid-range and Mondays mid-range around that time, that I kept seeing that the same message. Dollar is bullish. Dollar is bearish. ES is bullish, and a lot of people will be scared to actually take out the loss. But if you recall yesterday, right? Yesterday I said this to you guys. Yesterday, let's go on 15 minutes. If you recall yesterday, just hide that shit. Just remember this. I talked about this area here, a gap in the market. I said price will come back to the gap. So let's just bring up my levels and then look at this, right? So look, we've got a gap in the market. Whether it comes back up, there's a deviation. As soon as we come back down, break it back down, fill out the gap, maybe into the mid-range, and then we'll hold above it. If we hold above it, happy days, let's carry on going higher. If we start breaking down on the downside, and then let's go back down, and we keep the shorts going on there. That's what it was. And literally, you can see how price was reacting. It was making higher highs. It does make higher highs. Look, this is the high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. I agree. Market structure was still bullish, but you know what? The chart doesn't fucking lie. And what happened there? Higher high, and then bang, takes out this high low, breaking market structure, sends it back down, and we fill out the gap right there. Oh, ideally I would have preferred it like a nice 15-minute candle close on there, but it is what it is. And where are we at right now? Not only do we fill out the gap right here with these wicks over there, no problem. We get back up, we break out this lower high. Now breaks in market structure, and what happened? Retest the motherfucking range high, and that's what we're doing. And as long as we hold above it now, let's just make plans now. And I'll talk about Ethereum in just a second. There, let's just make the plans for whatchamacallit, fucking ES. So what's capping the market? This high here at the moment is capping the market. Okay, so if it comes back down, whatever, I want to see this low hold. Ideally, I mean, I'm quite happy for a deeper pullback into this area of consolidation right here. Okay. This area of consolidation is where I'm looking for a nice pullback. I'll be quite happy with that. If it comes back down, no problem. As long as this low holds, that's fine. Then I can say, yeah, this is an entry. Confirmation will be a breaking market structure of these highs there. That'll be your confirmation. And this is your last chance to go back up, take out these highs there. Because what's capping the market, again, what is capping the market? We need to look at which consolidation is. It's there. It's here. Can you see it? That's capping the market right now. Look at this high. So look at this area here. This range band environment is not made up. Look at the high. We found the high over there, rejected, come back down, found resistance, and then bang, sells off, comes back into that Monday's high on the 26th of September. That same high we're using, with that same range we're using, it hasn't changed. It hasn't changed. We work this level to level. If we want to break Dixie's back, right, we need to make sure we're pumping the fuck out of ES in it. But like, we'll see how it goes. If it comes back down here, you can enter in here, right? You can enter here. I'll say a stop loss over here, for example. This is your confirmation. Off we go. Come into this area there, reclaim this area. Let's go into this area and let's see what happens as we go on level to level area. And let's go on to the 1 hour. And if we see on the higher prices, if we start seeing momentum, I mean, yeah, like I said, take out these highs there, right? But then we can see, we can come into this block over here, and I'm going to find some sort of reaction off this area. That's these area here. This is area consolidation. You see it? Let me highlight this for you. An area consolidation right over here. And I can see price coming into it and having some sort of reaction. Do we come back down? Hold this. As long as this holds and shows bullish market structure as a higher low, break above. Let's go. This is your fucking confirmation, and let's send this motherfucker back up. Where do we send this back up? Fuck off, man. What's going on here? Sorry. Jeez. Come on. Where are we going to send this back up? Well, we've got some areas to work out, right? So the first area we're going to talk about is this area, this low here. That's going to be support. This is the first area that we're going to see a reaction off this area, reclaim this. Then the next level will be this area here, around here. And then we're going to take out these highs. Once we take out this and reclaim and hold, let's take out these motherfucking highs over there, come into 25% of the range. And that's what you call it, 25% of 2021's range. Okay, and that's it. And that's it. Now, where would I be wrong? Where would I be wrong? Right? Remember, let's just like I said, 15 minutes. Let's mark out. Oops. Let's mark out the same consolidation I was talking about. How do we play this game? Well, no problem. It's looking like it's breaking up. We'll see what happens there. Like I said, London has made the low right here. I believe London's made the low. So we're thinking we're bullish on there. I am long on Ethereum. I will talk about Ethereum in just a moment. I am long on Ethereum, but we'll talk about it in just a second. So you see this area consolidation right over here. Now, where would I be wrong? Right? If it comes back down here, finds resistance, I can enter in, right? For example, quite aggressively, right over here, playing it back down to the mid-range. But the confirmation is break below, find resistance, and then let's come back into the mid-range, break below the mid-range, and let's play it back down to range low and fill out these inefficiencies out there, take out the liquidity right here. Okay? Then that's it. And that's it. And then we'll work out what happens in tomorrow. Okay? So it is still like midway for the week, but I do think there is a momentum of pushing up as well. We can start to see on the 5 minutes, this is how you become a bit more of a nitty-gritty guy, and that's how I got like tighter entries. You can start to see that market structure is kind of broken out there from these highs. You can see it. Let me just mark this out. So this is the high over here, and we'll break your market structure. What we want to see is a nice clean smash, hold above it, and let's fucking go. Okay, that's that. That's ES. Now let me talk about the all-important Ethereum trade I did yesterday, right? And that was a perfect motherfucking banging ass trade there. Oops. That one was for the DCC about the 31R. I did say, oh yeah, between us, right? I told the guys in the country club that my target was literally at, like, my extended targets was around, I think it was 1291 it was. Around this area. This is where I was targeting. Those who was in the DCC actually know that I'm not talking shit. I was talking about this literally as to everyone as we were coming. This was the area that I was looking for. And look what happened there. We find that high over here. Find support. Come back down, find support. I mean, oh, this fucking trade is actually going well. It's really doing well. Did anyone take that ETH trade on in the country club that I posted out? Did anyone take it? Because I entered in with invalidation. I had an invalidation, and my invalidation was literally that consolidation. Oh, Sebastian took it. Fair play to you, man. Guna took it as well. Fair play to you as well. Morning stars in it. Fair play to you, man. We got the fucking crew in the house, man. 59 people here. Come on, smash the fucking likes, man. Stop being a little. If we want Dixie's back to be blown off, but we can't even smash some likes. Come on, blow the fucking backs like off this channel, man. Come on. So, and that's what it was. And look, the trade was perfect. It was a perfect. And I said this clearly. I said this so clearly on Twitter. I wasn't making this up. I literally said this out, and I warned everybody about it. And nothing changed. Let me show it to you. Let me go to profile. I'm just going to bring this up, alright? Give me a second there. What the fuck's that trade? Yeah, literally, I said it. Tomorrow we have a range to play. Eyeing liquidity to be possibly taken out on Monday's high during Asia for the pullback. The pullback was Monday's low. And I said this in the group. Monday's low, I was looking for where the target was. ETH is what I'm focused on. And that's what it was. There was a BTC trade there. Wasn't too interested with BTC. But Ethereum was such a tight play. And I think Ethereum is the key one that we're going to actually start sending forward Once we get a more bullish momentum on the higher time frame and whatnot, trust me, Ethereum is the one that you want to be paying attention to. Once we make once start breaking down, blah blah blah, we start selling alts. You have one last chance. If this is gonna be the lower high for the macro, listen, look, I'm not. Don't fuck it up. Literally, if we get a bull run, I must take profit. Don't fuck it up, please, guys. I don't want to hear people say, "Yeah, I bought the top again." How the fuck you buying the top when I'm telling you not to buy the top? Like if you are buying the top, or you're buying and you're at a loss on the second run, on this mini bull run here, then you're at fault. You really got to take some time. You really got to understand. Do not be afraid to take profits, and do not be afraid to take profits early. That's the alpha there. You have to take profits. If you're not taking profits, I don't know. I can't help you. The guys in DCC can't help you. You have to take profits this time. We need to actually get out with some profit and walk away. And either you learn how to trade, or you trade the market as it comes up and down and whatever in the DCC, for example, or you come back in the next bull run, and then I'll see you there. So if we want to be smart about this, right? Be really, really smart. Yeah, the R was insane. The R was beautiful, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I literally said this there. I'll show you. Okay, let's go on the 30. I looked at the 30 seconds. This is my train of thought, okay? This was my train of thought. I entered in, right? Fuck that. I'm going to go on the 1 minute. I don't need to go on the 30 seconds. I don't need to show off. There's no need for me to show off, right? Fuck it. Let's go 5 minutes. 5 minutes there. I entered in right here. So what happened was, you see how price didn't do a swing failure? For me, this was a really, really fast reaction there. My key thought process was right here, right there. So price reacted quite strongly, and when you study prices for so long, you can start to see where to enter, right? Price reacted there, and I was like, right then, I'm gonna enter it. And I literally said it, and as soon as I said it, I said, look, yeah, 209. I said I'm in a short, all right? And I entered in, and I started watching it. I went in for the risk index. I knew liquidity was to be taken out. We're gonna come back down. We're gonna come back down, back into Monday's range. And literally, as we play this unfold, let's go 10 minutes. We don't need to show anything. And as the play unfolds, look at this, right? Look at this area. And I said to the guys, right here, this is the area of consolidation you want to be looking at, right over here. And you can see, let me just hide everything off. We don't need to actually worry about that. It's a 27R for those who are interested in that. And you can see support, come back down, resistance, come back up, deviates into the range, come back up, deviates out of the range, come back in, finds the deviation. You see how they were getting, we just kept finding resistance off this key level here, off this level here. And this here was the key for me yesterday. And I said this on the stream yesterday, and I did say to you very clearly that this is a lower high. We're going to come back down to mid-range, range low. And that's all it was. And then to top this all off, right, just for fun, I gave you guys one more entry here. And I posted this out there. Let me delete that off. And I said one more entry for a short, back to mid-range and range low, get back below the daily open, and then that will be confirmation. And that was your daily open. That was your daily open here. And it comes back in, retest that block off there, breaks down, and off we go. And the rest is history. The rest is motherfucking history. So even if you entered in, right, even if you entered here with a stop loss above here, a range high, play back down to range low, that was still about a 4R move or a 4.5R move, something like that. I didn't do it because I was already in the trade anyway, so I was quite happy with it. And that's it. Bob's your uncle. It was pretty simple. It was really, really simple. I don't know how the Twitter missed this out. I don't understand it, but it shows you something though, right? It shows you the euphoria is getting to people. It's really getting to people right now, and we haven't even we haven't even gone to the bull market yet. But euphoria is kicking in. That's when you got a bunch of donkeys in crypto. They're not ready for this as well. So when they're gonna end, I think when they start exiting is back in the new lows. But play this level to level. Anyway, so that's that. Ethereum, BTC was no different as well. BTC was quite clear. I posted this out on the Daink Club as well. And look at this. This is Monday's high, right? This is Monday's high. We come in, do a stop run. This is the area consolidation right there. Let me just draw this out quickly. This is Monday's low right here. You can see liquidity takes out Monday's low. We're finding support from Monday's low. We're going to talk about this in just a second. Hide this out. Look at this area here. Where's my rectangle? Right here. You see this area there? No, let me just tighten this. There we go. You see this area here? Look what happened. Lower highs. All this was lower highs. it was a trick. People getting bullish over here. Fuck out of here, man. You got stopped out, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Most people got stopped out. Most people were just shitting themselves. Most people didn't even know what the hell was going on. Like, literally, Bitcoin blew your back this time. That's what happened. Bitcoin blew your back. But never mind. Trade was there. Stop loss over here. Play it back down to range low, mid range, and then range low, and off we go. It was simple. And the thing is, I was monitoring this on the 1 minute, the Ethereum trade. But it's all in the DCC. It's on the VIP lounge. If you guys actually ever join in, you can follow the whole conversation. Was there? It was all there. It's all clear. It's daylight. So now let's start making plans. What's happening? Okay, what is happening? So now, let me just start extending this out. Okay, we've come down to some support, right? We're finding support, and we've got an area. This monthly open is the key area that we need to start worrying about as well a little bit. Okay, I ain't gonna lie to you. We need to start worrying about this. All right. So we got Monday's low, as you can see right here. Change the colors as well so it stands out. Monday's low. That's the Monday's high. We did a stop run. I mean the resistance. Do another stop run. Support. Okay, happy days. So we are trapped within Monday's range. This is the week. We are trapped in that range. So let's focus in this range. Let's not focus to anything else. We're gonna keep it quite simple and level to level. What's so important about this orange line here? This orange line was key for shorts as well. For those who didn't even pay attention to it, let me show you. That was a range low of a weekly range that we played for like God knows how long. Do you remember this range here? Do you remember we talked about this? This range here? Remember we were playing this range high and range low, and we were ping-ponging this over the for a period of like so long. There was no different. You know what I'm saying? Let me just delete everything off and show you this. Okay. That's range low. And that's range high. Look what happened. We ping-ponged it a few times. We had a breakout, come back down, find resistance. Come back down, find support, find resistance. Come back down, and this is like the question we need to worry about. Is this a deviation of the range, or are we going to have a retest for it to come back down? Is this a deviation? If it is a deviation, we want to see price come back in, hold above it. Off we go, play back to mid-range to 21.6, 21.7. Then we play up to range high, which is 21.8 something K. Or 21.9k, around that number. That's the range bound environment there. That's what we need to worry about. Don't start fucking looking at 21, 22, 25k. What the fuck you looking at, man? Don't be a fucking bellend. Just because alts are pumping and shit like that, you're losing the fucking plot. You really are losing the plot if you're thinking that alts is going to go higher, because Bitcoin showed us it was at resistance. We had resistance for 1, 2, 3, 4 days in a row. This is the 5th day now. Is that coincidence? I don't fucking think so. You know what I'm saying? So don't be foolish about anything like that. So like, just be very, very careful with like what you're looking at, and be, you know, just be patient. You know what I'm saying? Just be very, very patient about it. If you want confirmation, hold above that 19.6k. I think it's 19.6k. Yeah, let's go 19.65. Okay, hold this above there. Then we can play it to 21 point. I think it's 21. Oh, let's get the level up there actually. 20.7k. And then we go to 21.8k. All right, that's how we play this level to level. Don't fucking, get too excited just yet. All right, there was something I wanted to show you as well. All right, where was it? Was it on Bitcoin? Yeah. Do you remember this yesterday? Yesterday we talked about this. Okay, see this low here? I think it's resistance. Right, found support on the daily, deviates it, comes back in, resistance, and we get this area. That's a deviation of the SR. And you remember we talked about this? This is the eyes, right? And this is the nose, and this is the mouth. Remember we talked about this? It just popped its head out yesterday. That's all it was. Now all it's done is this. It's just unhappy. Remember, when you see a candle breaking above the SR, we want a clean smash. This is not a clean smash, because look at the face there. It's just fucking not happy there. This is just a deviation. These things here, this candle here itself was a sign of a deviation to me. It was a sign of deviation, including with the lower time frame. It all timed out really well. We had a stop run. You can see it quite clearly. Had a stop run and just shanked down. That's what it was. So what you want to see is a clean smash. Like, for example, like, can I find a candle that's a clean smash? Well, can't find it. Well, put it this way: we'll find if we ever find a candle, you want to see more of a body that closes up above it, right? Something like that, so you can actually draw the face. If you can't draw the faces on there, right? This is what you're looking for. That's a clean smash. You see, I can draw the whole face above the above this line. If I can't draw, how the fuck am I gonna draw the fucking face right here? You know what I'm saying? That's if you want alpha, I'll give you fucking alpha right here. How the hell am I gonna draw a face off this? Look at this. Like, what the fuck? I'm gonna try and draw this is the eyes there, and then the nose, and then the smiley face. What the fuck, man? Look like a fucking hobo motherfucker right there, getting all squashed up, like fucking a foreskin and some shit like that, man. That's what it looks like, a fucking foreskin. If it looks like a foreskin, don't trade that. Look for shorts in it. Let the stop happen, and then we trade the foreskin back down. Okay? That's the way to do it, and that's how you break down crypto very easily. And trading is very easy. You know what I'm saying? It's as simple as that. Any questions though before we carry on? We'll start looking at plans. Fucking hell, 41 minutes into this shit. Damn, boy. Smash the likes, everybody, man. Show me some love. Let me make another roll up. But how you guys feeling though? Tell me about this. How you guys feeling right now while I'm making a little rolling? You guys all doing well? You guys all chilling? You know, like, are you ready for the run? Like, are you ready to take profits this time? I hope you are. Please tell me you are. Because at the end of the day, right, remember, the market is going to actually fuck you over as many times as it can. Just like yesterday, what with these smiley faces and shit like that, he fucked us all over. So many people was bullish. I don't know how many people, and I clearly said I was bearish as well. I clearly talked about it. It was quite a key thing, and it literally is just playing it level. Like, sometimes what you need to do, right? This is an advice that I do. I don't pay attention to Twitter that much nowadays as well. I don't really give a shit about Twitter in terms of like what people say, is because I know I know what the fuck I'm looking at. But the best thing to do, right, if you just turn out the noise, because the problem is, right, with Twitter, you have too many people who have so many opinions, and they're like bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, 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 bullish. Look at this. Twitter was just bullish. The fuck is going on? Every trading concept that people actually, you know, who were supposed to be traders, for example, or pretended to be traders over the bull run and the bear market and whatever, has just went out the window. You know, if that's gone out the window, yeah, I agree that is looking strong. I agree it's looking strong, but lower time frame did not look good. You know what I'm saying, the lower time frame did not look good. So, Justin, Justin knows, innit? Justin's clocked on. You know what? I think I deserve it though. I deserve it. Trading classicals. Thank you so much, guys, man. Appreciate that, JP. What's it? That's some good. You know, I love smoking, man. Vegeta's in the house, man. How you doing, man? Thank you, Guna. Appreciate that, man. DC, yeah, it's good for beginners. I mean, there's a lot of people, Luke. There's a lot of people that's in the DCC who are beginners as well. You have to remember. You know what? I'm gonna ride the momentum. I've got a momentum. I'll be honest with you. I'm feeling the momentum of this whole bullishness with Daink and whatever and what's going on. So, what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna get this all planned out, and I think on Friday we will start this out. I will talk to my advisors, guys, Ed and Pirate. I'm gonna talk to you guys really soon about this. Well, probably after the stream. Well, but I do want to do like a beginner's guide for trading. You know, like it's just like Luke. Luke like is saying that he's a beginner. At least basic concept, like understanding what a candle is, understanding what a chart is, understanding what a range is, what a deviation terminology is. There's a lot of things, you know, that people need to understand before stepping into it, because it gets really complicated. And I believe that most people that will come onto the stream and have a look at this, they're like, the fuck he's talking about? Does anyone knows what he's talking about? I believe that's what it is. A lot of people may feel like that, right? Or you guys may be quiet, pretend like you know, but I'm guessing there are moments like, what is he saying? Like I'm guessing that's what it is. And you know what it is, like the basic concept people forget about. People forget about the basic concept. People forget about, you know, like the simple like meaning of what a candle is. You know, sexfind.pro. Fuck, you know, what's sexfind.pro looking for? Oh shit. Streaming today. What's in? Yeah. Oh, that's what it is. Oh, is that why the bots are coming in? Fucking hell. Yeah, too many opinions on Twitter. I'm just catching up with the chat. Definitely basing my entries off full face candles. Yeah, Justin, full face candles. That's what it is. Once you see a full face candle, what you need to look for is for the candle to come back. Then on the lower time frame, you start timing it back down. Look for. I mean, it can come back for a deeper pullback, but once it reclaims this area, shows bullish market structure. Off you go. Fucking long your lungs. You know what I'm saying? That's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. Okay. So, how do you? How long did it take you to become profitable, and what made the difference? Any key tips that changed the game for you? Okay, to become profitable, I'll be honest with you, it took me a long time. So the story of it is 2017 I entered in crypto. 2018 I lost everything pretty much. You know, like I was just like you guys, just bull, just long, just buying and buying and buying. And obviously it was a bear market. You understand what a bear market was. So the key difference is when I started learning TA, technical analysis, when I started understanding what the chart is about, how to read the chart, understanding what the candles is, what the patterns are doing as well. When I say patterns, I don't mean head and shoulder pattern. I don't mean this kind of bullshit. No, I don't mean that. I don't mean ascending triangle, like the ascending wedge. I don't mean this bullshit. I mean fucking looking at what this is and understanding what this is, right? And once I understood that, by 2019, I took a break. I took a break in 2019. I came back in 2020. Yeah, around. Yeah, I took a break about middle of 2019. Came back in 2020, and I started smashing out scalping, and that was it. And it was the key really is the profitability came straight after when I actually started understanding the charts, start reading it and taking time. Patience is the key. So if you guys want to understand, you know, what made the difference, two things. Number one is actually learning how to read a chart, and number two, having the patience for the game. That's really it. I mean, you can do this on your own by all means. You know, it's all there for you as well. But if you have no patience, it's going to be really difficult. Okay. Got a full face off, 25%, 1 minute candle. I'm half wrist and mid range. Sick guy, Justin. Go on, my man. All right, so let's get cracking. Let's get into the fucking trading analysis, and let's look at what Bitcoin is doing. Then we try and fit in APT in it, Aptos. Right, so 1 hour. Let's have a look. So we're coming back up, right? We got Monday's range. We know Monday's range is a key factor. How do we play this out? Okay. On the 15 minutes, what's happening on the 15 minutes, right? I mean, look, on the 1 hour, we can all agree that we're finding support or range low, right? We can all agree this is all support right now off Monday's low. We're taking out liquidity on Monday's low. Happy days. Let's see what's the next step that we're looking for. Now, there's two things you need to understand. When you're at support, you don't start shorting at support. If it starts to break down, finds resistance, a deeper pullback, and loses this low, for example, and then that's when you start losing. Then you start taking the shorts there. So that's the key for shorts, and the key for longs is when price comes back down, right? Let it establish support, bullish market structure, off we go. We take it level to level, all right? So now that we understand the concept there of the two different, so we got two different ones. One's like this, like that, bullish market structure. That's long, and one is like this. Okay, two different types of price action, very similar in its own way, but different. Okay, so that's what you're looking for. So now, when if you can print screen this, right? I do this over and over again, these squiggly lines, but there's a reason why. There's a reason why. Let's go on the 15 minutes and see what happens. What kind of price action can we see on the 15 minutes? Okay, so we can see, right? We got a higher high there, a higher low. Lower high there, lower low there, lower high there. Then price action starts to shift. It shows me that lower highs there and whatnot. I think a higher low. Then you got a higher. I'm not really good at this kind of shit. A lower high. Then we take out the stop runs. Well, do we take out the stop runs there? Well, we find a base right here. We find a base anyway. So you know the market structure starts to shift a little bit, but we're making lower highs all the way down there. But this over here holds. We're at range low. We'll hold. But if I start narrowing it down, I can start seeing that this market structure right here is broken. See this high over here? This is the high. It's broken. So now we've got a breaking market structure. And the shift and the market structure has shifted. Instead of being bearish, remember we're looking for price action to do this, something like that, do this thing, and once we hold above it, off we go. I mean, something that's wrong. Like this. Once we do this thing, break above, that's your long. That's your confirmation for long. So right now it's showing me confirmation for longs, right? So I can actually enter in right here, aiming where? To the mid-range. The confirmation right now, if you want to use ranges in place with this, mix it all up together, what we're looking for is a break above here, above the 25%, keep on showing me bullish market structure, and I can still take a long over here, playing it to the mid-range. Mid-range is going to be a key factor. Why? Number one, we've got monthly open. Number two, it's a mid-range of the Monday's range. Look over here, resistance, sell off, you know? So we come back down, find resistance, sells off. Come back down, find resistance, sells off. It's range low. So we're going to have to take some profits over here. So that's number one. So let's just draw this out properly and draw the plans out together. So we're looking like this, right? If price were to come back down, which it has already done so, let it do its thing. I don't really mind whether it's here or whether there's a deeper pullback into this area here. I don't really mind. Let it do its thing, right? If I want confirmation, steps back up, hold above it. That's your confirmation. Off we go. Then we can hold above 25% range and we squeeze into the monthly open and the mid-range. Once we get back the mid-range, I want to see how we react. Do we start doing some wicks and break down? We start breaking down, cut the whole fucking trade because we're going to come back down to 25% of the range. If we, and I do believe, if we do reclaim the monthly open and hold above it, continue bullish market structure, there we fill out this inefficiency right here. 25% of the range will be target one, the next set of targets. And then we can go and squeeze into range high. I do think we're going to find some reaction off here, this area here. It's an area consolidation. Can you see right about this about here? This area consolidation. So we're going to find some reaction. So it may pull back down, but once it steps back up, hold above it, that'll be an next set of targets there. Okay? And that's the bullish momentum. That's it. That's all you're looking for. And then once we get back up and smash above this weekly range, remember the weekly range we talked about early on? Then we play for higher prices. But let's just focus on Monday's range. Nothing else. Don't overcomplicate the system. Don't get too excited. The plan's all there for you, okay? What's it? So what's it? So Justin saying, I enjoy watching you. Watching your easy to understand. I'll be catching you every day. I'm just starting to grasp deviations. Welcome, Justin, man. Welcome, Justin. This is a deviation. Just for Justin, I'm going to show you. This is a deviation. Why? Because we close below it. Remember, can we draw a face? Can we draw a face? Look here. Delete this. Do an upside down face. Let me get white. Where's white? Can we draw a face? So we can draw a face over here. That's the face, that's the nose, and that's the mouth. Right? We can actually draw the face right here. Well, that's a sad face actually because it's a Daink candle. You know what? Let me just widen this out. There we go. There we go. Now we can start seeing this. So we've got a Daink candle face, right? So nose, got the mouth, goofy ass motherfucking donkey teeth in it, right? So that's the face there, right? Now, if we want it to go lower, right? Let's see, can we draw the face upside down over here? So face over here, nose over here, mouth upside down, whichever way it is, I don't fucking know, right? But we can't draw the full face here. On this one particular as well, we can't draw the full face here. Once we smash into it, look what happened. We find support. We can draw the full face into the range. That's how one way you can start breaking it down and looking at this way, and that shows us some sort of confirmation there. We can draw the whole face, which shows us this was just a deviation. This price action was a deviation of range low. That's what it was, you know. Because if it was going to be, if this was going to be a breakout, we're always going to have a breakout like this, something like that. But it didn't. It did this, come back down, one stop run. This stop run stops this out, and then it closes back in and retest this, and off it goes up this higher and goes up to you know, prices level to level. So that's one way you can look at it this way, okay? The patience to not overtrade is so hard. Yeah, it is hard. It's difficult, but remember this, Justin. Do you want to lose 4 times in a row, 5 times in a row to win one? Is it really worth it? Let the price do its thing. Let it establish its base. APT, I'm not really stressed out. I'll enter along when I need to enter along. But we'll talk about that in the end. Yeah, the face helps make sense. There's a lot of things I talked about, like the tattoos in the ass. Can someone tell me what the tattoos? And one of them is like, what the fuck you doing back in the range, right? Same process here. If we were to break out of this range, right? One of the tattoos that everyone in the DCC is actually that's the initiation phase, you know. To be initiated in the Daink Country Club, you're gonna have a tattoo on your ass, on your bum cheeks, right? And one of them says, "The fuck you doing back in the range," right? And for you to have entry, you're gonna have to screenshot, take a picture of your bum cheeks, right, and send it to the group so we know that yeah, that's tattooed. Everyone's got a tattoo on their ass. Like ask Fan the Country Club, he's got a tattoo on his ass. We can draw ducks, whatever you want to draw. Whatever you want to draw. You can draw donkeys if you like, you know? You know, we all like a bit of donkeys out there. Gives a bit of hopium. Fuck, this is some cold coffee. What the fuck am I drinking? But, yeah. Back in the range like jail. That's it. Like jail. So now, we got an idea of bullishness. Where am I wrong? We're getting a pullback as well, okay? Remember, guys, London seems to meet the low. I'm quite bullish in New York, okay? So where am I wrong? If I'm wrong, then we want to see price come back down, find resistance, break down, and lose this low over here. As an example, lose this low there, and then I'll start shorting it back down. And if I were to short it back down, where would I be shorting it back to? Well, we got these areas here, right? So we got all these price action here, okay? That will be one target. Liquidity is resting over here. I can see price, because you can see literally here. You see this candle right here? This is where price has actually been holding. You see that quite perfectly right on the spot, right? We have a support here, a bit of a deviation there. We get back up. Support, do a deviation here. We come back up, support here, support here, support here. It's a key factor. This low was a key factor. The extended targets would have been there. It's a very, very key factor. If we were to be bearish, we need to lose this low, find resistance, break down, then we take out this liquidity here, lose this liquidity over here, lose this liquidity here, then we can come into this area of this low over here, this area of consolidation there, then we start filling out all this inefficiency coming into, oops, you can't even see it, be up there, then fill out that inefficiency right over here, coming into this low over here, and then from there we'll see what happens, level to level, and then we'll see we go back over a lot more lower. That's what we're looking for if we do this type of price action coming back down. Okay, so we're ready for both sides of the market. Doesn't really matter if I get stopped out on the long, no problem. I'm happy to get stopped out so I can flip my bias and I can play play wider when I need to play it. Okay, so that's BTC. Ethereum. Let's talk about Ethereum quickly. Ethereum's the same principle. I want to focus on this a little bit here. All right, first before I actually go any further. Okay, number one is this range band environment has not changed at all. If I don't need this no more. Just showing off there. Let me just draw this up. This is the range low. Okay? And this is the range high. We are still stuck in that range. Nothing has changed. How are you going to be bullish, my friend? What are you talking about bullishness? You know, how is everybody bullish when this is just stuck in the range? All we did, look at this. It was perfect. Resistance right here. Mid-range is always a reaction. You know, resistance, and all we've done, we pull back down, we find support off this area. Now, if we were to be bullish, we come back up to the mid-range, we were to reclaim and hold above it, break out these highs there, continuation of bullish market structure, off we go. You know what I'm saying? At the moment, that's the high. That's the higher high. This is the higher low, and this has now become the lower high. Is this the lower low, higher low for us to go up higher, to break out this market structure right here? I don't know. We'll find out soon. So we'll play it level to level. I mean, we can already say, right, if we were to be bearish, how do we play bearishness? Well, once we get back down below here, you see this area here? That's probably this low here. That's it. That makes sense there. Once we break out thingy of this low here, then I can play the short back into range low at 12. It's about 12. Let's call it 1280. You know, once we lose this low over here, which is about 1291. Once we lose the 1291 level, which is about Monday's low or below Monday's low, then we can start playing to 1280. Break down below 1280. Same thing, just as Bitcoin, right? Bearish market structure. Keep going. Take out this liquidity, and then we're gonna fill out the inefficiency right over here. Playing back into the base there. That's what we're looking for. So there's nothing to be bullish in there. There's nothing to be bearish there. We'll just play it level to level. The whole of CT was bullish off this of one fucking pump. We had pumps over here. 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 Where was the bullish then? What changed? You know, what changed for everybody? You know what I'm saying? Like, just slow it down, man. Slow it down. Like, it's a fucking, you know, you don't run for a bus. You don't run for a train. We think we're too cool to run for a bus. I remember when I was fucking in college, and I used to run for the bus, and and one of my boy who was on the bus, like, Kasim, I remember him. Is from Alan Rock BA, proper gangster motherfucker. But he looked at me. He always looked after me like I'm his little brother. He was 2 years older than me. He failed twice, fell 2 years in a row. Bless him. I need to reach out to him and see how he's doing. But he always looked after me. And I remember I jumped on the bus and I saw him at the back in it. And I go over and sit next to him. He said, "Bro, what the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing, just catching the bus in it." And he goes to me, "Running for the fucking bus." He goes, "What are you, a fucking plonker?" I go, "Fam, what the fuck's wrong with running the bus?" He goes, "Bro, I was watching you. You look like a fucking dickhead." That's what he said to me straight up. He's like, "You look like a fucking dickhead running for a bus. Who runs for the fucking bus?" And since then, I never run for the bus. I was like, if Kasim's telling me I look like a dickhead, I look like a fucking dickhead. And it's true. And I start watching people run for the bus. I'm like, what a fucking dickhead. I was like, look at this dickhead over there. What? Fuck. Shout out to Kasim, man. I love that guy. That guy was so cool. He told me so many funny things. He told me one time, apparently he was banging his girl. He was just banging his girl, and the girl shit on his dick. I was like, what the fuck? Oh shit, man. Sometimes these cuzzy bros, for those who don't know what a cuzzy bro is a Pakistani guy, right? In especially in Birmingham, we call them cuzzy bros, and it like, yo cuzzy, because they say cuzzy a lot. Yo cuzzy, yes my cuzzy, yes cuz. That's what they say. Like, you know, we say bro. They have their own word. They say cuz, innit? SE would know that. Call him, if you see SE, call him cuz. Yes cuzzy. Yes, my cuzzy bro. Just call him. Just like, everyone tweet at him. Just say cuzzy bro. Trust me. Like he'll be thinking, what the fuck? How does everyone know this shit? It's everyone from Birmingham. But I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not. He told me the story, right? And I was in physics. Right? He told me the story while the teacher was talking, right? Professor Beaumont. I remember him really well. Sick geezer. And Beaumont was chatting about freaking, I don't know what he was talking about, light or some shit like that, or like gravity, something like that, along the lines of gravity. I think it's got to be gravity. It's physics, isn't it? Listen, I did well in physics. I got an A in there in A levels. But anyway, there's another story there. So, but yeah, he was like, and he was telling, he said, bro, he goes, you guess, you know, and the lesson just started. He came in late, bro. Man came in like 10 minutes late, sits next to me, and I'm like, what the fuck happened in it? You can agree, right? They say cuzzy a lot. We call them cuzzy bro. Are you a cuzzy bro? Gat. Gravity makes sense. Oh shit, man. But yeah, he sits down next to me. I'm like, bro, what the fuck, innit? And he's like, bro, you never guess what happened, innit? See, even Gat's doing it, cuz. So yeah, and so what you call it? Cuzzy, for those who wants to know how to spell cuzzy, is Cuzzy. Cuzzy, right? Just call SE Cuzzy in it, my cuzzy bro. Just call him that. Trust me. We get everyone to call him cuzzy bro. I think we can start a reaction in it. I think I might start it later. I might start a tweet. I need you guys to back it. Fuck it, let's do that now. Right? Let me do that now. Trader SC. How do I start a tweet? I want to start a phase. See if we can actually start a reaction in it. Yo trader SC, just one SC, yeah. All right then, cool. I started a tweet. If some of you guys can actually like that, I'll really like it, retweet it, comment it, cool SE cuzzy. Let's start something in it. Let's just start something for fun, for a bit of a banter in it. Literally, I just posted it right now. Let me delete that. I can't believe I'm doing this on a fucking stream just for fun. I'm that relaxed today. I'm so relaxed. That trade yesterday was beautiful though. Profile. Literally, if everyone can actually just go like it, comment it, cool SE of cuzzy bro. Let's start something out there. Let's see if we can change the word. If we can change him from saying ledges to cuzzy. That's the plan. We want him to say cuzzy. Yes, cuzzy. That's what we want him to start. Imagine he starts a stream and he's like, yes, cuzzy bros. Like, if he calls you a cuzzy bro, you're in. You're his friend. You know, Like, let's just start something. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what we can get out of it. But yeah, let's see. Oh, yeah, he's not gonna like it just yet. It's too early. Yeah, we're starting it. Yeah, we're starting it so far. Come on. Comment on it as well. Just say call him because he actually liked it. He liked it. I don't know if he's watching the stream. I don't know if he's watching the stream. I'll have to message him later. I'm like, bro, like, just explain what happened. This is what it is. But are you coming in this private group? Ah, yeah. Let's do it. Let's start. So let's start off at a little phase of him. We can change him to say alleges for a month, right? That's his sober October. Call him Cuzzy Bro, and that'll be something. But anyway, let's get back to work. Anyway, we're gonna get back to work. Ethereum is the one. I mean, a bit more relaxed there because I know there's a pullback coming in place. So that's the plan, right? So we talked about the longs over there, and it's an hour and 5 minutes. This is going on for a little bit of time, but I really appreciate you guys coming on. But let's just get cracking so we can do APT. I do have a lot of stuff to do today as well. So, what we're looking for? That's the high, all right? That's the 15 minutes. Let's talk about this now. We've got the monthly open right here. And you can see the monthly open. Once we lost the monthly open, that was it. So, ideally, if we come back up, I wouldn't mind a retest of the monthly low. It would make sense, innit? It would make a lot of sense. So, let's see what happens. Anyway, let's make some plans. What we got here, we got... Is it raining outside? Oh no, it's a fucking wind. The fuck sounds like fucking rain, innit? Oh, it's the leaves and shit. You know, it's like that little fucking weird sound, man. Fucking, it's a bit annoying me actually. I ain't gonna lie to you, but fuck that. But yeah, so we got Monday's low, Monday's high. Take out the thingy, do a deviation on the range, resistance right here, sells off, comes back to range low, no problem. So now what's happened now? What are we looking for? Again, similar thing. Market structure we're looking for. Well, we've broken market structure on the 15 minutes right here. This was the lower high, right? We've broken this out there. So now we start looking for what is a potential play we're looking for. All right, how do we actually get on board? If you haven't got on board, there's two ways we can do it. Number one, we have a pullback, a decent a nice easy pullback. Come into here, hold support. Then we can start going back up into these levels there. The second entry, right, is if we have a deeper pullback. Where is the deeper pullback we're looking for? Will be somewhere along the lines around here, this area here. This is the deeper pullback area. You can see this area consolidation right here, right? Come back down, hold support. You might not have to test if it doesn't retest the Monday's low. Happy days, because you know what it is. That shows us a bit of strength in the market there. And then if it holds in this area there, then you know you can enter in right here or even over here. But your confirmation will be a reclaim on this area here. And then let's go back up higher, playing it back into the mid-range, right? There is going to be a bit of a reaction though first. Number one, where? From this level over here. This level over here, you can see, is resistance over here the whole time. So I do expect a bit of reaction there. And then we squeeze into the mid-range. After the mid-range, then we have to see same thing as BTC, timing up with Dixie, timing up with ES. See how that's doing. If it starts breaking down, we cut the trade because it's going to come back down. And if it holds support over here, and shows a bullish market momentum, I'm happy to re-enter here, playing it back to the mid-range and then looking for a reclaim of the mid-range. So, and then that will be like a higher low on the 15 minutes, for example, right? In terms of market structure wise. But, what happens if we decide to smash above the mid-range and hold above it? Bullish market structure, let's keep the momentum going, and we come back into the 75% range and the monthly open. That's a key area. We want to see how Dixie is doing, what Dixie's say, not Dixie's doing, BTC is doing at the moment as well. In terms of reaction, is it at the time above the monthly open? Because if Bitcoin, I'll give you a little key factor here. If how the fuck is Tinder hot going into this chat? Yeah, Pyro Explorer's back service. So, like, yeah. So what you want to look at is Bitcoin, isn't it? If Bitcoin is above the monthly open and Ethereum is below the monthly open, we have a potential push up on the market for higher prices. Why? Because I believe Bitcoin is going to be it's the power move at the moment until proven otherwise. It still is the power movement at the moment, according to EBTC. And what we're looking for is if Bitcoin is above the monthly open, Ethereum will I believe there's a higher probability of actually reclaiming the monthly open on Ethereum. But if Bitcoin and Ethereum is below the monthly open, because remember, the monthly open on Bitcoin is on mid-range, on Monday's mid-range. You see how all these things it's like clockwork. They all come together. You just got to understand how to read the chart. So if Bitcoin is below the monthly open and Ethereum is below the monthly open and they're coming into a retest, then I think take your profits and watch it. I'd rather be safe. I'd be honest with you. I'd rather be safe. Take your profits and be safe. But if we get a reclaim above the monthly open, then we can squeeze into this area, a Monday's high. Then we'll see what happens next. Because once we reclaim that Monday's high, then it gets a bit more interesting, right? This is where it gets interesting. Look at this. Remember we talked about this mid-range, this blue mid-range we talked about? Because if we start reclaiming this area here, then we got some fucking market move in the market we can do. So a reclaim, hold above it, show us bullish market structure. Let's go back into 1365. After 1365, go into 1392. 1392 will be the area over here, and possibly squeeze into 1400, which is the macro mid-range of July's mid-range. And then we'll see from there. I'm going to see a reaction. I don't see us reclaiming it straight away. I see some reaction. Let it do its thing. It can range bound into this area here, whatever it wants to do. If it reclaims after and go higher, happy days. If it breaks down, just send it back down, because this is the range high of that 19th of September. Remember? So just keep it as simple as that. That's all it is. Who the fuck's here? I'm like a fucking hawk, you know, like when people, there's noise and winds and shit like that, I'm like, the fuck's going on in it? Like, who's in front of my house in it? It's a white area in it. White people stay inside, you know, white people don't go out. It's all those fucking cuzzy bros that's fucking out and about and jacking cars and shit, you know. Cuzzy bros, they ruin our brown people's name, you know, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. They're really fucked up for us, innit? Oh, okay. Yeah, black. No, cuzzy bros, the brown people fucked it up, playing it for us. They really have, man. Make us look fucking stupid. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, we're civilized human beings. Well, we should be, but fucking hell, man. I don't know what's going on, man. The brown community is really fucked up the day of browns, you know? Like, we're not just doctors and dentists and engineers and shit like that, and IT technicians, and it. We fuck up a lot of things, in it. We just, I don't know. Anyway, that's a whole different story about my issues with Cuzzy Bros a little bit. But shout out to SC the Cuzzy Bro. So that's Ethereum, and that's it. And that's pretty much the plan. The bullish and bearish plan. Done. So let's talk about APT USDT. KuCoin. How do we play this? See, remember I told you there's no need for a rush right now. We've got so much price action to worry about right now. So we can already see, right? As a special, now let's do this, right? There is a trend line going on here. So if price were to retest the trend line over here, where would I like to see it to come into, right? Off this. So would I say this? Probably here, yeah. We'll see how that works there. And if you were to hold this, come into here, break above, bullish market structure, let's go for higher prices into this area, $9.40, and then we go to this area, and then after that, we'll see what level to level it is. But that's just the gist of it, right? Just the gist of it off a trend line itself, right? Literally off this trend line, how we can, you know, one can play it, showing the bullish momentum going up higher. Once, because at the moment, that's the high there, that's the lower low, that's the lower high, that's the that becomes a higher low, and that's the higher, that's the lower high. So it's gonna coil up a little bit, but once we take out this high here in particular, any retest, fucking long the motherfucker back up to this area here, right? The candles, I'm looking for the body of the candles there. So I'll be looking at about approximately $10.60, $10.70 around that area. Okay. Now, looking at it as a range bound environment, 15 minutes ain't gonna do it justice. I need to go on the 5 minutes to see what's going on. What do we have on the 5 minutes? All right. So we have an area of resistance and an area of support. Okay. How do we actually work this out? Well, look at this. This is the low. Fuck you. This is the low. And as you can see, got a range bound environment there. And I'd say this is the high right there. And that's where we're trapped at. We're trapped in between these areas there. If I were to do a Fibonacci, let's have a look. That's the high. That's the low. Right there. And you can see quite clearly, approximately, this is the mid-range. Right over here. And you can see how that's been respected. You see what I mean? Let price establish itself now, okay? People bought at $20, you know, whatever the number is. We ain't going to do that. We're going to be smart motherfuckers and we're going to do this right. So you can already see it. Find support, deviates it, come back up. And once we break out this high here, market structure shifted. You see it? Very, very easily. This is the high, the lower high. Market structure shifted. And we start pushing up high. And we come into an area of resistance right here. Right, so now price is capped within these areas there. So it's very clear that we can see we are having some momentum or bullishness. Let's have a look. So I think so when it comes to bullishness, what's holding the market? It is this area here. You see this area there? No, a bit lower. No, I'm thinking right. There we go. That's it. That's the area that's capping the market right here. Can you see this area of consolidation? That's come back up, hold it support, support, and we're going back up to range high. So now what we want to see, right? If this is going to be bullish, right? How do we play this? Any retest, come back down, hold at the mid range, then we can start playing it back to range high, and that's it. Do we break above it, or do we find resistance, come back down? I don't know. We'll just play it either way. But once we start breaking out on the upside, then we can start going for higher prices. Where's the next area of resistance or reaction is going to be? Around here at $9.63. $9.63. And after that, once we break above that, happy days, let's go higher. So that's APT. Now, what price could well do right now is this. Come back up and come back down. No problem. If it were to come back down, right, as long as it holds above this, I'm happy to buy it around $7, the $7 region, to play it back into the mid-range around $7.85, and then play it back up to range high. From the range high, bullish market structure, up we go. Now, if Ethereum is going to go up, right, if Ethereum is going to go up, and I'm quite bullish on Ethereum, and we start monitoring what the monthly open is doing at the same time while we're buying APT. If Ethereum is going up, what you're doing is at the same time, you know that there's going to be a breakout here. Okay, and once we get a breakout, happy days. We talked about the price at $9.69, and then we go from there, right? So $9.60, that's the area there. That's APT, and that's the best way to actually enter in. I wouldn't start buy. I would never buy up here. You know, you see this pump? Yeah, fucking fast move for pump. That's not normal. You know, let it establish its base, right? If you want confirmation, this is your confirmation. Break above. Show me higher prices. Take out this high over here, which is about $8.85. Once we take out that $8.85. Any pullback, right? I'll be looking for longs unless we start breaking back down, and then we can start playing back down. I have to cut the entry and play back down there. Okay, so that's all it is. That's APT. You're not gonna get banned. I'll have a word with him. I'll have a word. Nah, Essie's cool. No, fucking hell. I'm just yawning and shit. Essie's a very cool guy. He's a very, very humble, blessed geezer, man. I have a lot of love for the guy. So there's a regard to ruler signing after. Okay, I'll sort that out. Leave that with me, Mohammed, and I'll check that out for you. Okay, that's it for me, actually, guys. Really appreciate you guys actually being on the show. You know, it's been absolutely lovely and spending time with you guys, and yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the same time, and we'll see how the price unfolds. The plans for Bitcoin and Ethereum is there. Aptos is there for you as well, so keep an eye on that, and we'll play there. I'm looking to go into Aptos as well. I'll keep an eye on that myself. So catch you guys there, and see you tomorrow, guys.